Previously on the Floptraitors. Well, you're not going to be feeling good for much longer. Runs NG. I'm so sorry, NG.
Oh no!
I wrote down 6.
No.
I wrote down
No.
6. I'm so sorry, NG.
You're so dodgy. I can feel the energy through the screen.
Yeah, but hey, Idle Crisp, that's killed Coco tonight. LOL. Signed. Fine. Don't be.
Unfortunately, that does now mean, Kian, you have been banished from Floptraitors.
So, should we go for him?
I think so.
By order of the Floptraitors, we are murdering you tonight. No! Sincerely, the Floptraitors.
My nan needed this money to get a new prosthetic leg. Oh, so how was everyone's first night in the castle?
Who's missing?
Wait, what?
Oh,
3,
it's
4, 5,
breakfast,
6,
isn't
7,
it?
8.
Yes, give me some croissants.
So it's Luke.
Luke.
Luke got murdered.
Jeez.
Wow.
Dang.
I feel like we
Not
could have
very
needed his
nice.
brains.
Does he have a brain?
Wow.
Right.
Oh,
You guys have worked it out. Lukalele has been killed in his sleep by the Floptraitors, meaning that's now 2 faithful legs you were down. Every faithful legs you lose 1,000 floppy bucks. Remember that. Every Floptraitor you do find, you gain 3,000 back. So you're down 2,000, and you've lost another one. They didn't choose to recruit; they opted to kill. It's up to you guys now.
How many times can they recruit?
How many times can they recruit? After day 3, they no longer can recruit. So this is currently day 2 we're in.
So technically they can recruit 3 times, right?
Yeah, they could have recruited last night, but as
per
Lukalele's not
night.
here, he is not
Oh, yeah,
there.
once per night.
You got to fix up, guys. You've got to fix up.
Sorry, I don't know why I
God.
had the giggles. This looks so bad.
Suspicious.
wow, very
Oh
soft.
Morgie, someone was killed last night.
Exactly.
Morgie, show some respect.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Wow.
Oh, we're all in the kitchen now.
Oh, just after breakfast. Oh,
Oh,
Okay, guys, listen.
Guys, I'm sorry.
well, who is
There's,
it? What are you?
there's certain suspect behavior, and it pains me to say it, but
Horse nice.
yes.
I think so as well.
Port,
Yeah,
Portsmouth.
thank you.
You're saying
So-
Portsmouth.
So
Yeah.
people asked when they would be recruiting or murdering. She was the one who specifically said how many days do they have to do it, like getting more information
Yeah,
for herself.
I caught that as well.
It's up to
How
you
many
guys now.
times can they recruit?
It's
I just
Portsmouth.
noticed she's looking down a lot, and she was also like the first to be like, "Who's dead?" Who's like trying to find out who's dead.
Wait,
like,
you're trying to suspect that she's eyeing us up on as the next targets.
That's it. That's what I'm gunning for.
I
Don't know
feel
about you
like I'm
guys.
gonna go-
So I was like, I have to stay with what I said, because if I didn't stay with what I said, people could throw sus on me for being like, oh, you changed your mind from what you had.
I also found it a
Well,
little bit
I'm
weird
not too
how
sure.
Marie immediately went for Flo. Just because you smiled, was I didn't even pick up on that.
Yeah.
But was that mentioned, like, were you in a room with her yesterday? So it's not something that she like brought up to you to say, oh,
No.
you smiled and
No.
da-da-da-da. She just kind of brought it to the round table.
She brought it up in the pool room with me.
And then I saw Flo smirking at the beginning, but
Hello there.
Hello, welcome to the
Hello
pool
there.
room. Yeah, we're just talking, like, getting, like, how far we are. Very difficult. We've only been through, like, 1 day, and so much has happened, and yet you don't know shit.
Do you have any suspicions yourselves?
and I still got my sus on Flo, but I
You're
don't.
A
saying-
little bit on flow, I think, because of what I've heard.
So I have a strong suspicion, and it pains me to say it, on Portsmouth because of what she said at the round just now about like how many days a traitor would have to murder. She was trying to get as much information from that, and
Yeah.
that I found suspect. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Interesting. Okay.
I see that.
yeah, you mentioned that. I just noticed Idle Crisp is in the library all on his own. What's he doing in there all on his own?
Very top buzzer had a little drawing of a crocodile and a duck next to it. I doubt that a crocodile actually resides in the flat. A duck, maybe, but not a crocodile.
Sophie, did you actually believe Kian was a flop traitor, or did you just go for him for bans?
no.
I
It started,
believe
yeah, it started on me. I was like, starting on me, literally within 2 seconds in this room. Must be you.
Right. It's time to bring in the contestants to the round table. Okay, everyone, you're back for another session at the round table. Yesterday didn't go too well, but you've had a long time to discuss. You've lost another faithful legs in Ukulele. It's time to have another round table to banish one more. Get it right this time.
I would like to go first. I've spoken to peeps a bit in the rooms, and I just wanted to bring it to the table because I thought it was the most suspicious evidence so far. So, at breakfast, we were talking about the Floptraitors and, you know, whether they can either recruit or murder. Now, Portsmouth, you were the one who asked specifically about how many days they have to do that.
I didn't say
So
days. I said how many times can they recruit, actually.
And I think that's a little bit suspect of you trying to get as much information on how to be a Floptraitor to perform as a Floptraitor.
But surely if I was recruited as a traitor, that would have been stipulated to me. And I find it funny that you're coming for me, because your name's been brought up today, alright? Your whole demeanour has changed since when you first came in. That's what we've noticed. It's not just me, and other people can speak up if they do.
I'll second that. I feel like you were really like chatty and cracking jokes, and then yesterday's round table, you were silent, Tony. You didn't say a peep.
I can say why that is. Got very good reasons. To play this game, you have to be absolutely vanilla and neutral. And in honesty, I was flip-flopping between Sophie or Kian as who the traitor was because there was a lot of noise. And I was trying to concentrate and work out which one I would go for. That's probably why I was a bit silent. I did put my hand up briefly, but I put it down because there was a lot of noise going on.
So Tony, sorry, but I was watching everyone's faces during breakfast, and you had a very forced grimace. Like it wasn't like a natural. I felt like it was a bit put on.
Okay, that would have been because I heard what Leanne had said, and that's why I was going. Like, was I going like that? Because I heard something that I thought was very suspicious.
When we were speaking in the kitchen earlier, obviously we had this discussion, but then we ended up having the same discussion in the pool room. So, you know, you got my suspicions. Sorry, man, you got my suspicions going as well on you, because when you're going from room to room and you're saying the same lyric, it does sound a bit fishy, if you know what I mean.
Okay, I can say why I was singing the same hymn sheet. I think that it shows my trust that I'm saying the same thing over and over again and trying to get people onto my side for that evidence to make it clear to everybody about it. I made sure that Portsmouth wasn't in the rooms when I was doing that, of course, obviously. I think it's even more suspect to be saying different things in different rooms. So I rebuttal that point.
May I say one more thing, just to kind of defend myself, I guess, against you, Tony?
Because my suspicions are purely on you on this one, just from that bit of information.
The first thing you said when we walked into breakfast and we noticed Ukulele was gone, okay, you said, croissants, or something to that effect.
Yes, give me some croissants.
You know what I mean? Like.
Okay, Leanne, you know my sense of humour. I quite like off-the-wall things, and because it's breakfast, I'm going to throw something in there, like croissants or orange juice or whatever. And it's a game at the end of the day. I'm having fun. There's not really much I can say more about that.
You did just use the words, though, like getting people on your side, which sounds a bit suspicious.
I think, no, there's nothing wrong with saying that, because in this game, you have to get people on your side in order to try and get the right vote through. In the first few rounds, you're going to be only judging on your heart and gut because there's not enough information. But because I found that prime bit of information that I thought was the most useful, I think maybe I got a bit overexcited and maybe told everyone throughout, which I still stand by is a good way to do it, but if it's suspect, so be it.
And who better to throw under the bus than your own sister?
Well, that's why I was mortified. That's why at the beginning.
But then that takes the suspicion off of you more, because you're willing to throw your own sister under the bus. So.
Wow.
Where does this come from, to be honest, Tony?
That's
I'm
pretty
actually
dark.
disappointed.
I think
I'm more disappointed in you.
Enough.
I didn't really suss you that much. I already had. All right.
It's that time of the round table where you write down the name and you are ready to tell us why you think they are a Floptraitor.
Morky, I gotta ask, why do you keep laughing? she's just giggling silently. She's just giggling. She hasn't stopped giggling since breakfast.
That's the mark on my sauce pad.
Will someone stop giving Moggy Skittles for breakfast? Okay.
Okay, we're going to begin with you.
Doing.
We're going to begin with you, Idle Crisp.
Oh no.
You spent a lot of time reading that round.
I did. I had a nice little read. It was Bob Mortimer's new book, the Hotel Avocado. In case anyone hasn't read that, not sponsored.
Commission for this book or something?
No.
Who have you written down, Crisp?
We wouldn't have commit. No, don't worry about that. I wrote down Portsmouth in the end.
Oh.
Now, the reason being, I think Smidge. I don't think it is. I feel like everyone sort of piled on during that, and it was sort of everyone sort of just piled and piled and piled. And we only sort of heard one side of a story. Not to say that it is sort of Portsmouth, but I don't think it's Smidge.
Okay, that's one vote for Portsmouth. Marie, who have you voted for and why? Why have you voted for Tony?
I think he was just going too hard, and as I said before, it like to throw your own sister under the bus is really trying to take suspicion away from yourself. So yeah.
Okay, Mazapants, who have you voted for and why?
I went for Morgie for the giggling.
Oh.
Because it was just I said it to you when we were in the hallway, like the way you were trying to really, really hide the giggles and not be open with it initially at breakfast just made me sus you. And I don't think after hearing Tony, I did have sus on you originally, but after hearing you, I don't think it's you.
Okay, that's one vote for Portsmouth, one vote for Tony, one vote for Morgie. Morgie, who have you voted for and why?
I voted for Portsmouth because I noticed when we first took off our blindfolds, she was looking down a lot, and I was first suspicious about that. And then when we all came back to the table for breakfast after Luke had been murdered, she was the first one to be trying to figure out who's gone. Like it felt a bit overacting, kind of being like, oh, who's gone?
Okay.
Alright, yeah, fair enough.
2 votes for Portsmouth, 1 vote for Tony, 1 vote for Morgie. Nerio, who have you voted for and why?
Okay, my original vote was for Portsmouth, only based on the conversation that I had. But then, as it was pointed out, sorry, Smidge, man, it was very sus in some of the rooms, and it just, I'm sorry, mate, but I have to vote.
Okay, that's 2 votes for Tony,
Smidge.
1 vote for Morgie, 2 votes for Portsmouth. We go over to you, Portsmouth. Who have you voted for and why?
I have voted for Tony because you came for me, man. You came for me, and I'll let it be known, it was not I that initiated the susness of Tony. Can I just say? I just confirmed a few things that I picked up on.
Okay, Tony, you've got 3 votes now to your name, 2 to Portsmouth, 1 to Morgie. Who have you voted for and why?
I went for Portsmouth for the obvious reasons I've put through on the round table already. I think it was very sus behaviour to try and hunt for a bit more information on how to be a traitor.
Okay, 3 to 1. Sophie, who have you voted for and why?
I'm very sorry for the evidence that was brought to the table. I have voted for Portsmouth.
Could you move it back a little bit?
Portsmouth.
That's 4 votes. That's 4 votes for Portsmouth, 3 for Tony, 1 for Morgie. Coco, who have you voted for and why?
Okay, so I went a little bit different route. So I said Morgie because she is very scared, nervous-ish, but that is just who she is, and I think that it's easily to hide the traitor side if you're already nervous and scared. So I think that it could be dangerous in the later game.
Okay, that means we're sitting at 4 votes for Portsmouth, 3 votes for Tony, 2 votes for Morgie. Flo, you have the final vote. She voted for Tony. Why have you done that?
Yeah, you just seem kind of suspicious. I pick up on vibes, and that's the vibe you're putting down. I'm picking it up.
Okay, that's 4 votes for Portsmouth, 4 votes for Tony, and 2 votes for Morgie. I now look to those 2 people that voted for Morgie, that being Coco and Mazapants. You 2 both have to discuss and agree on who you're going to change your votes to. Tony or Portsmouth?
Wait, do we have to discuss in front of everyone?
You can discuss in front of everybody. In 30 seconds, you'll have who are you going to vote for, Portsmouth and Tony. I'll allow Tony and Portsmouth to give a 10-second, 2-sentence reasoning why they shouldn't be voted for.
It's not me. He came for me. He joked about croissants. Okay, he's just been sus. I'm not the only one that thinks this. I don't know what you're gunning for me, bruv.
And Tony?
It was sus information from the start of the round table. I do believe it is Leanne who is the flop. It's my time to speak. It was the evidence that I've brought up on the round table. And I throw my sister under the bus. It did pain me to do that, as I said in the chats, but I'm playing it for the game and the faithfuls.
Okay. Now, Coco and Mazapants. Feel free
I don't think Tony's reasoning for Portsmouth being a traitor is legit. Like I don't think that asking how because if Portsmouth was a traitor, when they'd met up in the evening, Floppy would have said to them, you can either recruit or whatever. Like it would have been explained. So I don't necessarily agree with his sus on her. I feel like it's a throwing it back, but at the same time, the way that he has spoken about the way he's played it so far, I don't.
Coco, can we hear from you? And then we need an agreement within 10 seconds.
So
please.
I'm like a little bit split because like Tony is very calm compared to Portsmouth, which is a bit sus on Portsmouth's side. But also, like, yeah, some of the things that Tony has said, like getting people on his side, like I know that is a part of the game and all, but it has like a sus ring to it.
So are you more sus of Tony So are you more sus of Tony than you are of Portsmouth?
I need an answer. I need an answer from both of you, please.
Okay.
I think
I'm gonna go Tony. I think.
Yeah, I'll agree with you.
Okay.
Okay.
We've changed the
It's
vote.
reluctant.
The
It's
final
reluctant,
votes
but-
for Tony. Tony, the floor is yours. Please
I don't like taking
let us know, were you a flop traitor or a faithful legs?
I got so trigger happy and I wish I didn't do that now. Everybody, I just want to say I love you all. It's been the time of my life on this show. And I'll see you outside the castle, I'm sure. I can tell you that I am a faithful legs.
Oh, jeez.
There you go. Tony has gone. This is getting a little bit repetitive, isn't it now, guys? This is the second time I've had to look at you all in the face and tell you you'd let another faithful legs go. That's 3 within 2 days. What are you playing at? What is the point of this game? To catch Floptraitors, and I can tell you for damn sure you shit at it. You are terrible. Fix up tomorrow and get better. This is awful. Everyone, it is the end of the night. No time for discussions. We shall discuss in the morning, but one of you may not be making it to the morning because if you don't know, there's still 2 Floptraitors and they might be killing one of you in your sleep. All right?
Yes.
Everyone, to your bedrooms, please.
Good night.
Wow. They are having a torrid time. All right, a bit of a different sort of experience that round for you guys.
The pressure was
You were
on me.
close out.
But Tony's reasoning made no sense. It made no fucking sense. I'm sorry.
It's so. I feel like in some way, right? I feel like I got Mazza around my little finger, cause I feel like she agrees with like I'm just playing with kind of thing.
Did you recruit her tonight? Do you want to
But I'm
recruit
not.
her?
Like, okay, so here's what I think, right? We get someone to recruit. We have someone who's on our team, while Mass is still like it feels like we have an agreement. Okay, I will put forward Nero, because then we have a completely different person.
To murder or to recruit?
To recruit.
Okay. Yes.
That's
What
my
do you
like
do?
suggestion.
Yes. No, I like that. No one will see it coming. He's on our side. He voted for Tony. So.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to recruit Nero to the Floptraitors. Am I correct in saying that?
Yes.
Okay, go to your rooms and let's get recruiting. I'm here to tell you to ask you a little question.
Oh yeah.
I've spoken to the Floptraitors and they've come and told me to come to you and ask a question.
Okay.
Do you want to be recruited to the Floptraitors? You can say no. If you say yes, you'll be joining a call with them right now, and that will be the decision made.
Okay. I'm gonna join the Floptraitors.
You're joining the Floptraitors. Okay, why is that? Did you want to be part of the Floptraitors from the beginning?
No, I just think it would an interesting dynamic for somebody who's new here to not. They'll never suspect a new guy.
You have now officially joined the team of Floptraitors. Let's go. All right.
Welcome.
I gotta get my hood on for this now.
I should try and get mine back on again.
There you go. This is the new and improved Floptraitors team. Remember, the people in the breakfast room will know that no one's been murdered. However, the person that was asked to be recruited could have turned it down. So whether you admit that you got asked or not is all completely up to you. But we're going to be heading to breakfast now. It's time for day 3. Good luck, everyone.
Okay.
Take off your hood.
Next time on the Floptraitors.
Good morning, all.
Good morning.
Are we all here?
And I'm gonna look at people who voted. If Portsmouth is the flop trader, I'm gonna look at people who voted for Tony over her.
Good point.